Oh, sweet oak. If you only knew what I'm fixing to put that Pidgey through. This is Artikus Gaming, gamers, and Pokemon fanatics alike, and today's challenge is, can I beat a Nuzlocke Randomizer of Pokemon FireRed with only Pidgey? Pidgey's stats are not good, and as you can see there, the moveset, notorious in Gen 3, not good movesets for Pokemon. So, I have to work really hard in this, and I'm not giving myself much saving grace, as there's going to be no items in battle. Yes, rules are if Pidgey faints, game over. I have to start back at the beginning, like any other Nuzlocke. Only other Pokemon are allowed as HM users to progress the game. Pidgey does have to use Fly. No items in battle, only held items by Pidgey allowed. Items are randomized in the game, but TMs are still their corresponding numbers as usual. This is a casual playthrough. I'm not doing EVs, IVs, natures. This is a fun challenge anyone of any competitive level can enjoy. And lastly, please, upvotes for Burb. I start off naming myself Artikus, of course, after the channel. And then I name my rival, Logan, in honor of the annoying bastard who told me I should do this challenge. Him and his buddies have a gaming channel as well. Grab a Gamer, you should check them out. Pretty awesome. But yeah, I start off getting the potion from the box, and I head out to promptly get killed by Nidokings. But nope, get dragged back to the lab. And I get Pidgey. I put it in place of Charmander, the first Pokemon I ever got, with the Pokemon I first ever caught. And so my rival should get Squirtle, I was thinking, forgetting that this was a Nuzlocke. So he starts off with a Psyduck. Great. I feel like this should be easy, you know, even for Pidgey. Yeah, I get the annoying text there talking about how to battle and everything. Starts off okay, not much damage, but, you know, I'm thinking, oh, okay. And all right, attempt number 2. Here we go. Get through the usual spiel from Professor Oak, and then we start the challenge again. And I noticed that Pidgey, this time Aria, sorry, nicknames, appears to be a little bit bulkier. And I managed to take out Psyduck this time with no crits, no problems. Get to level 6, ones across the board. I cut out the footage of me going up to Viridian City, getting the parcel, bringing it back to Oak, and the spiel from everything about all that stuff, except for the Pokédex part. He really wants us to complete the Pokédex. Sorry, Oak, this ain't a Pokédex playthrough. I'll tell you who you should use, though. The old man that's in Viridian City. He goes against a level 6 fortress, full health, no status effect, anything. Catches it the first time without a problem. That's who you should use. He don't seem to have a problem catching Pokemon. I'll go up here and get the item real quick, which was a pearl that I'll sell for more items, and then I go against Strawman Logan outside of the Pokemon League. And he starts off with the Chikorita. Much better luck for me as far as Pokemon matchups here. And I feel like I'm owed that one from the unceremonious first loss in the game, showing that I know how to play Pokemon right. And then the second Pokemon is a Yanma, however you say it. I am actually very interested in doing a playthrough with that Pokemon just by itself. But we'll see what the next challenge is. Double level ups there from Logan. That's great. So I move my way to Viridian Forest, and things go pretty smoothly. But I take out this Shiftry here, and then the next Pokemon he throws out is an Electabuzz, and I immediately get worried. The first Gus is okay, but the second one paralyzes me, and I'm like, this could get really bad, but the Bug Trainer, ironically, has a Caterpie. So, no problem here. I get through the rest of Viridian Forest, go heal up, and then it's time to attempt my first gym, and I will show the gym trainer here, and I will show some of them in many of the gyms I attempted for the first time, but because this video is so long, I will cut some of the repeat ones out. What, you thought this was going to be the only time I run through this game? So yeah, I take out Clam Pearl, if I could speak English, no problem. And then the second Pokemon is a Cascoon. It looks like I'm way over leveled, people, but trust me. As I go against Brock, you're going to find out. And yeah, this is not a hardcore Nuzlocke where I can't level up past the gym leader's ace Pokemon. Trust me, this would have never been put out on YouTube. The first Pokemon that he throws up is a Pelipper. It's kind of bulky, or Pidgey's just kind of weak. I'm not sure which one. I think that amount of health is okay. And then he throws out Blossom, and I'm like, okay, that's a type matchup. Okay, fine. Stun Spore. And, of course, the magical Pokemon luck hits me, and I faint. All right, attempt number 2 against Brock here, and this battle does not go as smoothly as last time. We open up with a critical hit against me. Yeah, Pokemon luck on video is always worse than it is off video. Take note of that, folks. And I'm checking the moves here just to see, like, what do I have? You know, what's my best move here? And it's like, okay, it's a 40 attack. You know, stab, normal, or flying. Take your pick. It's not that good. I get up to level 19 here, but as you can see, I have no health left to speak of. And I'm actually sitting here like a dummy. Like, okay, Whirlwind, what am I going to replace it here in my moveset? As if that's going to make a difference. I give Blossom a gust. You know, it doesn't even take out half its health. Kind of insulting. And Blossom goes ahead and does me in.
Stop! He's already dead.
So, 4th attempt. Here we go against Brock. I leveled up a little bit more than last time here. As opposed to level 18, I'm level 19 and a half. And things go better against Pelipper this time, I guess. I got the critical hit this time, not that it mattered. And I get up to level 20. I'm 2 levels higher than I was last time. It already shows what Pidgey needs as far as levels just to get through these things. It hits me with another Stun Spore. I'm like, here we go again. Match Leaf does some damage, but I'm able to get off an attack. And we finally, after 3 attempts, managed to get through our first gym against Ranger Kim, of all people. And we get our first badge, the Boulder Badge. And as I mentioned, the TMs that they give out from these gym leaders are going to be the same. So there's not anything I can give Pidgey that's going to be any good for this playthrough. But there you go. So we can finally take our journey out of Pewter City into the route ahead. And only the 2nd trainer in, I'm already having issues. 11 levels higher than these Pokemon. Slowbro hits me with Yawn. Nothing I can do. I can't switch out Pokemon or use stats items and everything. So I have to sit here as he, does some stat reductions on me, chips my health a little bit, and then Arcanine. And, of course, it's got Intimidate, so I go down another level in my attack. And a level 10 Arcanine proceeds to take care of Pidgey like it's no problem, no sweat.
Bruh.
All right, attempt number 5. Skipping ahead past everything for time's sake, we get to this is the first trainer that was outside of this route. Get myself back up to level 21. And we take on this trainer again. And things are more fortunate this time. I was just like, great. Pidgey right now, it's already 11 levels higher than these Pokemon, and it's a problem. If anything hits me with a stat reduction, a status effect, it's just not going to go good. But I don't want this to be a video where Pidgey's like already level 100 by the time I get to the 4th gym. That's just not fun. But anyway, I make it through all the trainers, and I get to the Pokemon Center outside of Mount Moon. I go ahead and buy the Pokemon from this old man to see what it is. And it's Torchic. Great. It's a good HM Slave Master. And yeah, you'll see there encounter number 1 between Auron, Lairon, and Aggron. Why is that there? You're going to find out. You are going to find out. Trust me. So I get through Mount Moon. Almost to the end here. I take on the Nerd, of course. And his Pokemon really don't pose a threat at all. I'm already nearly level 30. And you'll see here, this battle does get me to level 30. I'm not even out of Mount Moon yet. This is getting ridiculous. I beat Director Daniel here, and you're going to wonder which one I take. We are going to go with Lord Helix, paired alongside the Messiah in his baby form. And, of course, I get to Cerulean City now, and we get to take on Strongman Logan for our 3rd rival battle. Got some great music here for the battle, folks. He opens up with a Whelmer, and Aria, I thought was going to have more of a trouble with that. I thought Whelmer was going to be bulky, but no. So, quick attack takes it out, no problem. Electrike. Another Pokemon with static. That's another thing. In addition to having the Aggron counter line, I probably should have had in here the amount of times I ran into a Pokemon that had static or steel types in general. So Strongman Logan's pretty easy in spite of the status effect. All the trainers on the Nugget Bridge and the preceding route were not a problem. And then I get here and something weird has happened. Bill has been able to fulfill a dream I'm sure every furry has in combining himself with a Pokemon.
You serious?
And he needs help with that, and I said no. But then I was like, well, Maybe he didn't want to be potentially labeled with the furries. That could be damaging to his career as a scientist. So I decided to go ahead and help him with this. I ain't even going to pretend to know how the science works with this, but it goes without a breeze. He's back to being Bill, and he gives me a ticket to the SSN as a reward. And great. Dilly dee. Ha. So we go to the Cerulean Gym in pursuit of our second badge. And I will show the gym trainers here. It's not a problem. The first one has a Venonat pretty easily taken care of. There was an Ella Kid. But, you know, when you're level 35, yeah, things got out of hand. Chef Mark here is about to be served a cold dish of Pokemon death as her legendary goes down. And now we have Misty. Now, even though my Pokemon is pretty higher, much higher than hers in level, depending on what she has, this could be a challenge. I ain't going to take it for granted. We saw what happened with Brock. So Ranger Max sends out an Armaldo, and that could be potentially a challenge, even though I'm double the level of it pretty much. So I go with Wing Attack. It does a lot more damage than I thought it would. I guess I was thinking that Armaldo was Rock type. I mean, most of the fossils are. And then the second Pokemon, as you saw, was Trico. No problem. Second badge, done, easy. Things are, as I said, getting out of hand. She gives me Water Pulse. Again, can't teach it. I don't know what I'm looking at my TM case for. I guess I was trying to confirm to myself that the TMs were actually what they're supposed to be. As I'm making my way towards Vermilion City, I run into this guy who has an Amistar. And it got pretty dangerous. It could have easily killed Pidgey, but it didn't use its best move. Good job, trainer. You missed out there. So I get done with Ghost Rider Jessica, and I get to the Pokemon fan club, and this guy is really into his Rapidash. Like, too much, bro.
Stop it. Get some help.
So he gives me a ticket for a bike. Great. I get to the SSN, a lot of battling here, and I start to run into some freaky stuff. What do they say about sailors and battling? I don't know. And then this guy. He likes feisty kids. This is dangerous. And on top of that, he has a Pokemon that can paralyze. Think about that. A guy who's making very, very concerning statements has a Pokemon that can paralyze somebody from getting away. Do you understand that? Anyway, I managed to get away from him unscathed. Oh, and there's a Mareep. He has multiple Pokemon that can paralyze kids, folks. This is dangerous.
I have several questions.
Yeah, the insinuations. I'm showing this trainer here because I was stupid. I got burned, and I didn't heal myself like fully before this. And I could have went back and healed, and I didn't. And I didn't have burn heal on me. Between Tauros here and then Doduo, I nearly died and had to start this whole thing over again. I was just incredibly stupid. And, I mean, even level 40, it's okay. So, done with all the battling except for Strongman Logan, who is now speaking French. Okay. He's already caught 40 kinds. Okay, get good, dude. I'm going to beat you with just one. So, Strongman Logan throws out Beautifly. This is hilarious. 21 levels already higher. Blaziken, again, easy. I'm getting all the type advantages, too, on top of this. There's Weezing. Great, easy. And Volbeat. I was strong against 3 of his 4 Pokemon. He didn't have a chance. So, whooped him. I take care of Logan, and as any proper 10-year-old is able to do, I go and cure a sea captain of seasickness. What in the world is going on with this ship, people? I get done with that. It's time for Vermilion City. I skip the 2 gym trainers there as well as the challenge of the stinking trash cans because it was taking forever. And they were all in the corners. Like, they were on the corners, so that cuts down your chances of being wrong. It took several times. Get done with Fortress here. It is time for Lieutenant Surge. And this is a very interesting battle. Because, yeah, he has a Teddy Ursa here. Take care of Teddy Ursa, no problem. But he throws out an Electabuzz. That's right. Lieutenant Surge has a proper electric Pokemon, and it's a dangerous one to me. I do a quick attack and avoid static at first, but a Thunder Punch, not even a crit, nearly kills me. 17 levels lower. I'm able to take care of Electabuzz with a second quick attack, of course, there, and the static hits. Lovely. So I'm sitting here like, okay, I'm fixing to die, even though I just leveled up to 42. Static, everything. Here comes Togepi. Yeah, this is a wild card. Togepi has Metronome, of course. Anything can happen. It tries to yawn and put me to sleep, but I'm paralyzed already. Nothing can happen. Metronome first is Taunt. Metronome again was Astonish. I got lucky that nothing hit me there. One wing attack is able to take out Togepi, and I scrape by and get the third badge, the Thunder Badge, against Lieutenant Surge there. That was scary. So, get done with that. I head down to the route south of Diglett Tunnel, just north of Viridian City. I talked to that guy even though I knew I didn't have 10 Pokemon. I was just curious what he would say. And I found that Silph Scarf there. That's going to come in handy later on. I don't know why I didn't put the Silph Scarf on Pidgey right now. Arya, sorry. Okay, I don't know. So, time for the routes just left of Rock Tunnel. And I encounter this guy here. He's got a Azurill. Fine. Second Pokemon is a Lairon. Second encounter. And yeah, 22 levels lower, and Lairon is given Arya fits here. And I'm just like, okay, I'm going to have to start the game over. Okay. And I get lucky, I guess, and I'm able to scrape by. The rest of the trainers aren't a problem. Get to the Pokemon Center, heal up, all that good jazz. Already fought her. She gave me static. Great. Again, this has been happening a lot already in this playthrough. And here's Rock Tunnel. Of course, I don't have the required Pokemon for this, so I'm stumbling through, trying to figure out what to do, and equipping repels like crazy. I may have even went back and bought some at one point for a second run through this thing. Don't know why I didn't look up a map. But this girl right here is going to take care of me just fine with that Tyranitar. I mean, it crushed me. I threw a Whirlwind out to get a Azumarill out, hoping that Arya could stall for time. I don't know. I was grasping at straws that were already crushed. Tyranitar just does me in. Thanks, Dark Souls. Appreciate it. So, as you see this graphic here, I went back through all of that stuff, got back to Rock Tunnel, and I'm still like an idiot, just slaving through this thing. I had even went and tried to catch some Pokemon to get enough stuff for Flash, and it wasn't working. So finally, I looked up a map on Bulbapedia. Thanks, guys. And got myself out of there to get to Lavender Town. Got past all these trainers, and then I head, of course, over to Celadon to get the next stuff. I get a Sharpbeak there. I equip that immediately to Pidgey instead of Silk Scarf. I don't know. Guys, I'm a noob, even though I've been playing Pokemon for 22 years, 23 years, whatever it is. So I give it that, take out the Everstone. I take care of the Rocket here to go to the game corner and properly take care of these idiots. And as I'm making my way down to level 3, Pidgeotto, of course, Ancestors, great. Tyranitar again. Now, this one wasn't a problem. Why was the one in Rock Tunnel such a problem? I guess it didn't hit me with a good rock move. Level 50 already, guys. I haven't even got my 4th gym yet. I get the lift key. I take care of these guys here, and it's time for Giovanni. And I heal up, and this Giovanni fight, actually the Giovanni fights that happen throughout this run, they're kind of interesting. So, first Pokemon is Shelder. What was surprising to me about this one is a wing attack with Sharpbeak didn't kill it in one hit. And it gave me Aurora Beam. That could have done more damage, or I don't even know if Aurora Beam freezes. I can't remember all the ice moves. Rhyhorn. Yeah, Giovanni actually had one of his Pokemon that he's supposed to. And I was out of wing attack, as you can see there, so I had to just start going to quick attack. Scary Faces are causing me to be slow on speed. Rhyhorn could have done more damage than what it did. It didn't. I got lucky. Hit him on top, easy. Take care of Giovanni. I get the Silph Scope. Time to head back to Lavender Town. Give him the tea so I can start traveling through all the rest of the game. But I'm not jumping ahead of anything right now, of course. I'm going in order best as I can. So, Pokemon Tower. Strongman Logan is up again for, what, the 4th time? Is this the 4th time? It wasn't Eradicate that I killed this time. I don't even remember what it was that he hit last time. Relicanth, another rock type. This was happening so much, guys. So much earlier on in the game. Rock types, steel types, static. It's like the game knew. It was like it knew that I was trying to do a challenge for YouTube. Here's Cloyster. That could have been more damaging than what it was. Escape by. Again, if this was a hardcore Nuzlocke, Strongman Logan, a.k.a. Gary, actually had one of his Pokemon in Arcanine. Not a problem. Golbat wasn't a problem either. Level 53. The rest of the trainers were easy. Here's the last Rocket Grunt just for the sake of, video. That could have been a little scary. I take out my favorite, or second favorite grass type, Breloom. And then another Latias. The Latias and Latios showed up a lot in this playthrough as well. So, get done with that. Mr. Fuji here, done, taken care of. I go and talk to him, of course, and he's talking to me about the Pokedex as if these guys are not aware I'm not doing the challenge. So it's time for the 4th gym. And this woman here, this got scary. Golem does a self-destruct. Fortunately, yeah, thanks, Nick Cage. I come out okay. That could have been scary too. Nidoking did have, poison point, but I escape. And I take care of the rest of these. I take care of the primal or early form, I guess, of Lord Helix there. I skipped the rest of the trainers there. That wasn't probably the best thing, as I'll find out later. But it's time for Erica. And him on top, of course, not a problem. Easy. But Regirock, that was a challenge. Uses Curse, of course, to raise up its stats and everything like that. Then it starts using Rock Throw. And had it done that from the very beginning, I'd be dead. So, great. Trainer AI bails me out once again. Take care of Erica or Ranger Mallory, no problem. And we get our 4th badge. I stopped Pidgey from evolving. That was something that nearly happened a couple times that I would have had to do over. But I get done. And I head over and use the Poke Flute here to wake up Snorlax, a.k.a. Lapras. And I should have caught it here because I needed a Surfer, but I wasn't thinking of anything besides, let's just go ahead and take care of it and proceed with the rest of the story. So I go up here and get Fly, and I didn't teach it to Pidgey right away. And that's going to come back and hit me hard, as you're fixing to see here in a little bit. And yeah, I started trying to head down the bike path over to Fuchsia City, and I was sitting there without a bike because I forgot I still had the voucher. So I take care of them and the bird trainers there and get into Fuchsia City. It's a great town. It's got the Safari Zone. So we're going to head up here and, of course, take care of getting the Gold Teeth and HM03, which is Surf. And fun fact, as a kid, I had, in my very first playthrough of this game, 4 badges like this and Pokemon that were in the level 60s because I couldn't figure out how to proceed in the game. I could not. Because I could not figure out how to get here. Someone else had to help me get to this point. Yeah, I know this because I had a Jolteon that had Pin Needle already. So, yeah, get done with that. I'm sitting here trying to see if I can catch a water Pokemon and Kyogre shows up. And I'm like, how insane would this be if I had a Kyogre with a Safari Ball? And it was very patient. It waited for me to try to figure out if I could do it. And then it fled. And so I keep looking, and I came across a Kingdra, one of my absolute favorite water types and dragon types, and I was able to catch it. So I name her Calypso after Pirates of the Caribbean, of course. And now it is time for me to take care of the rest of these trainers that are to the right of Fuchsia City. And remember how I said that I didn't give Fly? Yeah, I didn't heal up or take care of my moves, and as you saw there, I didn't have Wing Attack. I still have Quick Attack. Gengar. And it uses Curse to take me out. And I die. Thanks, Among Us. So, I have to start back over. As you see, I'm naming it Arya again. It's another male again. And so, yeah, we start back over. I'm going to breeze through this as quick as I can with some of this stuff to get us caught back up to a point. It does have Everstone. The items do not change. And Logan here is easy for the first battle. Logan is easy here for the second battle. And Brock is easy. I head back to the shady man over at Mount Moon, and I get a Torchic. And this time, I name it Chikorita. You're welcome, guys. Great new nickname for a Torchic if you're ever running through. Battle of the Nerd again. This time I forsake Lord Helix and go with Kabutops or whatever it is. I help Bill out again with his furry problem and take care of Misty. No problem. Nothing really happened of significance there. I don't know why I kept talking to her about the water pulse thing. Anyway, Pokemon Chairman, no problem. I battled all the trainers over here this time. I didn't do that last time. And an Ether. That's really funny. Bitter irony. Logan was no problem again. As you saw, Lieutenant Surge, no problem. This guy again, though. Azuriel, yeah, easy. Laron. This battle, the third of this line, is really tough. If you have ever had like a legit palms sweaty experience playing a video game where you thought it was just it, this was it for me. Look at that. I'm doing no damage. I threw a ton of sand attacks at it to try and limit it from being able to hit me because it was doing a lot of damage. It still was getting its attacks off, as you see. And then it starts missing a bunch in a row. But I'm just sitting here thinking, I just need to go ahead and restart and start all this over again. And then a crit happens. And I take it out. That guy has been a problem. He's been a lot. So I show this battle here too, just for the simple fact that, once again, it was something in that Aggron line, the fourth here. Actually, I think it might be more than this, and I missed a couple of them while I was editing all this because it's over 10 hours of footage that I had. But yeah, Aron was annoying there. I managed to avoid the woman here with the Tyranitar because I got the map again from Bulbapedia. Like I said, get out of this cave, no issues. Take care of the trainers over there at Lavender Town. Take care of this. This was an issue, potential issue, but, you know, I had to move for Shedinja. Another Aron. Not too much of a problem here, but it still took out a fair amount of health. Get back to the game corner. This guy's not an issue, of course. Take out this Rocket Grunt. No poison point this time. Great. Love it. And we get back to Giovanni, and I have the inability to talk to him straight up right away. Much higher level than last time, as you see. Well, much higher, 51 to 55. Here is Rhyhorn again. Again, this guy could have done more damage to me than what he did. Arya could have easily been out, but okay. The trainer AI is just not what it... this would not work in Pokemon Blaze. Let me just say that. If I do a Nuzlocke Randomizer of that with just one Pokemon, it ain't getting anywhere. So get done with that. Get back to Pokemon Tower. Strongman Logan's easy. Something changes this time, though. I see Lantern, which is my second or third favorite water type. I love it. So, it's giving me a bugger of a time. She is tough. She is very tough. And I decided to go ahead and catch this and make it my surfer for the team because I definitely need that. And if I ever... well, I don't need Flash anymore at this point, but, you know, it's there. So, Lantern, Catcher, nice. I know it's not a dolphin, but I want to think it is because we don't have a dolphin Pokemon. I name her Typhoon, not Calypso. Take care of that last Rocket Grunt. Fuji's good, of course. Take care of all that. Get in the Pokeflute. I head over here, which is something I should have done multiple times by now, and get Return, which is going to be Pidgey's best move, Arya's best move, as you can tell. And looky there, Steel Wing. I had Steel Wing this whole time as a resolution for rock types, but you know what? Like I said, I'm a gaming noob at this for 23 years. Oh, look, another Aggron. I didn't know that Steel Wing was good against rock types. And as you see there, easily, one hit. I just assumed Steel wasn't effective against anything, which it pretty much isn't. But yeah, I had an easier solution for rock types this whole time. I still don't have a solution for Aggron. And that's going to be a problem, as you'll see here in a little bit. And once again, I forget that I still forgot to get the bike voucher taken care of. So, I take care of that. I take care of getting the HM again. And here's Koga. Time for the Fuchsia City Gym. All the trainers were not a problem. Koga. Koga is normally easy for people. He's the butt of everybody's jokes for like solo runs and, you know, everything like that. But looky here. Wouldn't you know it? An Aggron. And this is not even close. Like, I don't have anything that's super effective against him. I have nothing that I can teach Pidgey. Of course, I'm right in the middle of a fight. And just like that, it's over. So we have to start back over. Something I didn't do before I went into that gym, of course, I didn't take down these gems. And look, Aron again, just salt in the wound. I'm skipping all that stuff again, folks. I'm not showing all that again. Look at this. We're already 30 minutes in. So yeah, I decide, okay, before I go to Fuchsia City and take on that Aggron, I need to take out everything I possibly can. So we have the dojo here, taking care of these guys. No problem. It's easy. I swear that Sentret is a shiny. It is not. Piloswine, that could have been more dangerous than what it was. I kind of got lucky that it didn't have any way to attack me or just didn't want to. And what would have been Hitmonchan was Arcanine. If this had been a Nuzlocke Randomizer, not just with Pidgey, it would have been really fun because I had a lot of good Pokemon that showed up. So, showing Silph Co for the first time, I decided to tackle that. And look, a Lairon. This is okay. So, it drug out Seraphine, of course, which I named my Arcanine. I always name my female Arcanines that pretty much for the whole fire aspect. And yeah, that battle drug on too long. Here we are on the 6th floor, and this scientist, of course, Steel Wing for raw types, great. Here's Aron, number 10. Yes, Steel Wing, one shot.
Oh, come on!
I'm so sick of this thing. But fortunately, I am level 70. It is level 25. So this is going to be easier. Yeah. So take care of that. And then Swellow here, not an issue whatsoever. And Grovyle. Actually, I would like to do a Sceptile run. So I clear out everybody, get the key, clear out all the trainers and stuff. And here is Strawman Logan here for another battle. And Jinx, not a problem here. Dratini, not a problem. Again, the over leveling is crazy. Level 40 Typhlosion, that I thought could have been more damaging than what it was. More dangerous, not. Yeah, the over leveling is crazy here, and really, it's just, if it's not a steel type, it's okay. This Lapras here happened to be an Umbreon, which is male, and I named it Moon Knight after one of my absolute favorite Marvel characters. Before the TV show, I was a fan. Here we got Giovanni again. Make it to the top here. Got another good battle theme. But I'm not going to get a chance to use it long because this one's a little bit easier. Now, Sableye could have been a problem potentially on what it had, but like I said, as soon as it starts, it's over. So I'll let the music run for a little bit so we can enjoy the theme. And also, I head right over to the gym battle against Sabrina. I can't think of Saffron. I couldn't think of the word. So we have Tentacool, easy. Onyx, easy, now that I have Steel Wing. Although it did paralyze me. And then Sandstorm. And then I'm missing moves. And it's just like, okay, this is turning way ridiculous. And then, Diglett's like, it had Slash, which is a critical hit. It could have had a Rock move, which could have done more damage, but I get lucky there somewhat. Return takes it out. Then Wing Attack takes out Zubat. Ranger Alex, a.k.a. Sabrina, is down. And we have the Marsh Badge now. And so we have all the badges we can get to this point. But I battle the rest of the trainers that are on the path south, heading to just left of Fuchsia City. I level up here. I do what's called level up grinding, where if I'm close to leveling up, like 25% or so, I'll go ahead and do it and top it out. And so now we have battled every trainer. We've gotten all the badges we can to this point. I cannot proceed unless I take out Koga here. Vibrava, easy. Here we have number 12, Aggron, level 39. I'm level 76, nearly double. I decide Fly is going to be great. I'm going to get it to use up its Iron Tails. Iron Tail is dangerous. It does a crap ton of damage, as you see, but it also can lower my defense, which compounds how much damage it can do each time it hits me. And I'm getting extremely lucky at this point. I am getting it to miss a lot of Iron Tails, and then when it even has a chance to attack me, it's still missing. And I come so close. So close. And I get it to the red. No crit. Couldn't take it out. It misses another Iron Tail. But then I get hit with a ton of bricks. Ranger Marshal, a.k.a. Koga, has hyper potions. He has 2 to be exact. So I'm like, great, I have to go through this whole thing again. Fly up high, hit it, and I missed all those Iron Tails, but it was finally able to get a shot in on me, and it lowers my defense a stage. So now I'm like, great. Either a crit or possibly its next attack could take me out. It's using Protect, and I'm still flying. I'm just like, I might run out of fly moves too. Like, I'm not going to be able to keep using that to try to cheese Iron Tail misses. I'd find out later this Aggron has Takedown, so it can damage itself, but it doesn't really matter whenever Koga can heal his Pokemon. So, I'm still using Fly, trying to stall things. But then there's another Iron Tail hit here. I'm like, great. Whatever the next move is, it's going to kill me. Whatever it is. Iron Tail, Takedown, if it has anything else. It has Protect. I don't know what else it had besides this, actually. But there's another Iron Tail. And Pidgey goes down. So, guys, here is where I kind of have to make a change to the challenge and technically consider defeat. Because, as I mentioned, I have battled every possible trainer that I could on this one. And I battled all the gyms. I level grinded where I could. And it still wasn't enough. You saw how many Iron Tails I got it to miss. And it still wasn't enough, and Koga was able to heal. Yeah, a crit could have potentially taken it out, but I don't think I would have gotten that lucky again with that many Iron Tail misses. Even if I tried to go in with like a sand attack strategy the next time around, I'd need to get off like 6 of those in a row. And the odds of me getting it to miss that many Iron Tails, Even if I manage to get lucky and get it down to a low health, Koga can heal it. You'll see here that we have more of this challenge to go. I'd find out later in the game that, yeah, it wouldn't do me any good here to go ahead and level grind up to level 100. Max it out. And even if I did, that kind of ruins the idea of this challenge and the spirit of the challenge. Because, yeah, any challenge, theoretically, yeah, if you just go max out your Pokemon at level 100, you can breeze through it. Even something as weak as Pidgey. I didn't want to do that. I was already level 76. So, what I decided to do here, just to get through this part and see if we can progress through the rest of the game and see how it goes, is just temporarily lift the items in battle restriction. Because I couldn't even use X items here to try to give myself an advantage. No items in battle, right? I tried this battle with a Citrus Berry to try to give myself some extra health and see if that would work. It didn't make a bit of difference. Of course, I had Silk Scarf on this thing or Sharp Beak to try to raise its attack, and it already had Stab. That wasn't going to do it. So, yeah. For the sake of this challenge, technically I have lost. But as far as being a regular Nuzlocke where items in battle are okay, we can still do it. So that's what I do here. We go against Aggron. We start doing the fly strategy again. Somebody better than me could have figured this out. But as you can see, it opened up with a crit. It's already doing a crap ton of damage. I would have easily lost here. And let's be honest, guys. This challenge would still not be out on YouTube because if I tried to do it the way I've been doing it, I'd have to keep restarting the game over and over and over again, going back to the beginning. And I think you guys would want to see how this challenge ends just for the sake of it. And yeah, I'm having to use hyper potions left and right. It started using Takedown and getting itself damaged, but as you saw, Koga can heal himself. So, like, I'm just like, okay, yeah, if I got up to level 100 and maybe used a bunch of sand attacks to get to miss out on its Iron Tails and start using Takedown, maybe I could get lucky and get a crit in there and cheese out a win. One of the battles that I failed on this, though, of course, Pidgey died. Arya died. I was able to throw out another Pokemon and get rid of it, but then this Girafarig came in, and this Girafarig was actually strong. It kicked the rest of my team's butt without a problem. So, yeah, I did this to finally win against Koga and get the Soul Badge, and so we can unofficially proceed with the challenge. So, start heading down south and going through the water route and trainers and stuff to get... Oh, look. Another Lairon! yeah, so we can get to the Seafoam Islands and then eventually Cinnabar to progress with the challenge. It drug out Typhoon. Don't like that. Oh, yeah, I deposited the rest of my Pokemon just so we could have this, I guess, be, in my mind, more of a challenge. Even though I can't use those Pokemon. I don't know what I was thinking. Whatever. So, take out the rest of this dude's Pokemon. I get to Seafoam Islands, and there is a lot of pushing rocks. Cue Rocky montage. So, finally get done with all this, and of course we're going to see what Articuno is, and to get also over to Cinnabar Island, and it's kind of fitting in a certain respect. It's Charmander, my very first Pokemon ever, against the very first Pokemon I ever caught, Pidgey. And I'm like, I like you, but I gotta do this. So I use a full-powered stab return. Charmander, of course, doesn't have a chance. Does not have a chance. So I get to Cinnabar Island, and I decide to take care of the trainers up north, too. I was like, I'm not taking any chances. I'm still doing the rest of this challenge as if, you know, there's no items in battle, except for that one that I encountered with Aggron. And, yeah, as you saw there, I got a Combuskin. I had left that in because it was a part of a double battle. Double battles are fine. I was going to put that in the rules section, but double battles are fine as long as, of course, the main Pokemon that you're supposed to be using doesn't faint. And there's another Aggron. I was like, no, I'm not battling you. I'm so sick of these things. So we get done with Pokemon Mansion, get done with the trainers in Cinnabar Gym, and it's time for Blaine. And, you know, there's a lot of clapping on Blaine on how weak he can be in some runs, him and Koga. Blaine here, pretty much the same thing. He was probably the easiest challenge in the game by far. X-Cloud goes down, no problem. No problem. I speed up the rest of this because, I mean, we have Chinchou, no issues. Wooper, obviously no issues. As I've said a couple of times, I mean, the leveling is ridiculous, except if you hit the wrong Pokemon. So there we go. Get that taken care of. And, of course, I run into Bill again. He, instead of repaying me better for the whole furry incident, he's actually going to make me come with him to do some work. So we head over to the Sevi Islands. I like the Sevi Islands. I liked that addition to this game, but it's not great footage for a YouTube Pokemon challenge, so I'm going to breeze through a lot of this. We say hi to Celio, Celiac, I don't know how you say his name. So, yeah, me and Bill are talking to him. I head up to the mountain, of course, see what Moltres is going to be. And it is my favorite fighting Pokemon that I had as a kid. One of my favorites overall, especially thanks to Super Smash Bros., the original one. But I'm sorry, you have to go down just like Charmander did. And, of course, a full-powered return at level 83 is just not going to be an issue. So I get done with that, head over to 2 Island, and, you know, I'm talking to this old man about his daughter, Lustel. And, of course, run into the bikers. So I head over to 3 Island, battle through the guys. The lead biker here is kind of humorous because he has back-to-back Nidokings, and I get poisoned. And I was like, if I wasn't able to take that thing out in one shot, this would have been dangerous. So we head over to try to find Lustel, and I'm running into this trainer here, and she has a lair on. Yay, number 15. But yeah, being so weak, nearly 50 levels above. I was so tempted to just go ahead and attack with Combuskin and see if I could take it out. But no, sticking to the actual challenge rules. Easy. Chikorita does get to level 20. But yeah, so we get to Lustel. She's in the forest. She's scared. And here it comes again. It's not Hypno. It is Celebi. I have never had a Celebi before. I intended to take this thing out, and I didn't, and it actually withstood with 1 damage. So I decided to use up the Master Ball that I had sitting in my inventory so I could have a Celebi for the first time. And I came across a humorous thing here, as this Pokedex entry says, when it disappears deep in a forest, which is humorous and coincidental because that's where Lustel is. So there's a good connection there. I named Celebi Eucalyptia, which I thought was fitting for being in a forest and all that. And I get a nice berry from Lustel, and we head back, take her to her dad, and then I get back to Cinnabar Island, and it is time to proceed with the rest of our challenge of completing this game. So I get to Viridian City, take care of the trainers, no problem, and then we have Giovanni for the last standoff against him, and he has a Jirachi starting off. This is tough. Now, I faced a Jirachi earlier in the gym too, coincidentally, and that one was tough. And I think it came closer to beating me than this one did, but I was trying to say for time's sake. Of course, Jirachi keeps putting itself to sleep to restore its health, and I couldn't quite take it out, and it started bringing in future sights. And this thing got a little bit scary. It subbed out. We had Riot Dawn. We had Jinx. Those were easy. And then we go back to Jirachi, and it's just a standoff. And, yeah, as you see, it started whittling down my health. I was getting really worried about how this thing was going to go. Giovanni was kind of an interesting up-and-down challenge in this playthrough. Nice to see. Growlithe, of course, not a problem. And then Nincada, not a problem. So we take down Giovanni for the very last time, a.k.a. Ranger Alex, and we get the Earth Badge. We have all 8 badges. It's time to heal up, and it is time for the Pokemon League. Almost. We have Logan one more time. And his team here is kind of funny. And I'm just like, this guy's talking smack to me, and he's got this team, and he thinks he's going to go beat the Pokemon League and be a champion. So he starts off with Apom. Kind of funny. But, you know, whatever. I had Apom one time in a Nuzlocke Randomizer, and I was actually sad when it died. But, anyway, Seviper is up next. Full powered return. Screen kind of froze here. I don't know what I was doing. But then Chinchou. Easy enough. Tangela. Or Tangela. Easy enough. Croconaw. Nice. Chansey nice, but easy. Making my way through. And as you see here. Another Aggron. Was almost done with Victory Road, and then another Aggron shows up. So I decide once again to lift my items restriction. I was like, if I die in the Elite Four, fine. Challenge is over. I didn't complete it in any way, shape, or form, but I want to at least get there. And I almost didn't even get there with items enabled. Like, Aggron was just a bane of my existence in this game. Seriously. And so I was like, man, I really hope that I don't encounter an Aggron like in the Elite Four. But this guy, yeah, not only Aggron, but he had a Regice. I was like, this thing has Curse, of course, just like Regirock did, and I'm sure it had something that would be super effective against Pidgey. Arya, I should say. And then a Steelix. I was like, yeah, there's no way I would have gotten past this dude without items. Just no way. But I finally was able to, and we're done with Victory Road. And I made an interesting last decision here. Arya is actually able to learn Double Edge. And so I was surprised. I was like, that's great. I have a second powerful move. Yeah, it damages me, but it's something I can use, and it's Stab. And so I sat here and debated for a bit. I don't know why. The obvious choice of what to get rid of is right there in my face, Wing Attack. But I kept thinking that, well, maybe I should have 2 fly moves in case I encounter that whole Gengar situation again. But then I was like, no, you just need to take care of your moves and how many chances you have to attack, and you'll be fine. So, you know, it'd be better to have 2 stab normal moves that do a lot of damage as opposed to have 2 stab flying moves and one of them's weak. So, yeah, Wing Attack gets removed. I decided to go ahead and throw a Silk Scarf on Pidgey, which, if you look, I didn't have an item on it during that whole time. Like, how stupid of me. Again, gaming noob. And as you see here, I level grinded up to level 100 for the challenge of the Pokemon League in the Elite Four. And this is a special moment for me. It literally is the first time I have ever had a level 100 Pokemon. Ever. The highest I've ever gotten was like level 89 on Pokemon White 2 whenever I would do the Pokemon Tower and such. And yeah, I could have evolved here and had a Pidgeotto, but, you know, whatever. So, very special. And Pidgey has the honors of being my very first 100 Pokemon. And we are going to go take on the Elite Four and see if we can win with said Pidgey. And so, of course, I heal up, get my items, and now we have Lorelei, and we have the great, the great battle music against Primal, Kyogre, and Groudon. I thought it'd be very good and fitting for this challenge we're fixing to do here. Lorelei starts off with Amistar. Lord Helix has came back one more round against me. I never found out what my fossil was, by the way, so I can't tell you. But yeah, we start off with Spike Cannon. And I'm sitting here like, Amistar has to have a rock move. It has to. It starts spamming Protect. This would have been possibly a bigger problem. Because I was like, great, I don't have any items that restore my power points. Because it's a randomizer. So I think I had already used the Ether at one point. So this could have been dangerous. And I was like, great, am I not even going to get past Lorelei? The next Pokemon, Marshtomp. And it starts spamming Protect. I'm like, good grief. So it hits again with Protect, so I'm just wasting power points. But I'm able to take out Marshtomp, no problem, once I'm able to actually get through. And the rest of this is pretty easy. We have Charmander, not a problem. I guess that was technically her, well, no, it wasn't her boss Pokemon. But Wurmple, level 52. You think you have a chance? I used Return here just to preserve my flying PP. I didn't want to, waste all that. And then Skitty. That's all good. So now we have Bruno. I go ahead and max out on my health, of course. I'm not taking anything for granted. I'm not taking any chances. If it could have been healed, it was being healed. So here we go with Bruno. And like Lorelei, he's going to start off with a tough first customer. And I was just getting really tired of this with the steel types. But I'm able to take Skarmory on. It's fairly harmless. It set up spikes, which I'm just like, hey, good job doing that against an opponent that can only use one Pokemon. It used Metal Sound. I kind of was worried about that. I was like, oh, man. But what can you do? I mean, we're here. We're in the deep thick of it now. So Skarmory goes down. Easy enough, I should say. Here's Plusle. And one shot. Great. Don't have to worry about getting paralyzed. So we have Weedle next. Bruno was fairly easy once we got past that first one. Swellow. I use Fly here. And one shot. So yeah. And then Absol. And here, well, I said easy. It was fairly harmless. Here's where things got scary. Because I used Fly, a 2-turn move, gave Absol the chance to use Double Team, and I missed. And it did Future Sight. And I missed again. And then Perish Song. And I got freaked out because, as you saw, I missed there. So Future Sight's damaging me. And I'm just like, even if I survive, Perish Song. But I finally was able to get off a return and escape. Again, easy, but got scary at one point. Agatha's next. She still has her problem with Oak. Get over it, lady. It's been long enough. You need to move on. Now, unlike Lorelei and Bruno, things start off a lot easier from the get-go. We have Nincada here. Easy enough. One-shot stab move. Super effective. Wigglytuff. I thought it might be able to withstand a return, but nope. Easy enough. Medicham, of course, I have a stab move there. That's his boss Pokemon. Easy enough. Execute. Easy enough. So that's all good. And then Vileplume. Okay. So we either were super effective against everything or just it was easy. So Agatha is done. And she says I'm special. Thanks. Now it's time for Lance. Lance the Dragon Trainer. Lance the Pokemon champion, we believe at this point. He doesn't have his dragons. What is he going to have? Is it going to be tough? Is it going to be easy? Is it going to be somewhere in between? Is it going to be good YouTube content? Some of this has been. Some of it hasn't been. Some of it's been an absolute cluster. Well, let's find out. Lance starts off, Artisan Scott should say, with a Ghastly. I have enough flying power points for this, buddy. You ain't get me with the cheese gimmick like what happened with Gengar. That was my error. It ain't happening again. So Ghastly goes down with one shot. Next up, we have Deoxys. And I thought I'd be able to get the first move, but no. It does Cosmic Power. And it raises its defense and its special defense. So I'm like, great, I'm for sure not going to get a one-shot off here. Who knows what Deoxys can do? It is a legendary. It could be scary. One shot. I was actually very surprised that still happened. But it did. So, yeah, it's from here. It's just taking care of the laundry. Spinda ain't gonna do anything, but it did withstand that, and I found that surprising. And I did get confused, and I was like, okay, fair play. I did hit myself in confusion, but okay. So now we have Diglett, and I'm kind of, but I snapped out of confusion, and I was able to hit return. I was like, if I damage myself and he hits a rock move, okay, I could be done. But Arya withstood. Really great. So we take out Lance, get a good chunk of money, and we are not done, as you know. We have one challenge left, and his name is Strongman Logan. Use his whole name. So, here we go. I was looking forward to seeing you, Artikus. My rival should be strong to keep me sharp. While working on my Pokedex, I looked all over for Pokemon. Not only that, I assembled teams that would beat any Pokemon type. And now, I'm the Pokemon League champion. Artikus, do you know what that means? I'll tell you. I'm the most powerful trainer in the world. I have a Pidgey that begs to differ. He's going to wipe the floor with you, juggler. You're not Strongman anymore. So Sableye's the first Pokemon up here. And I, starting off, have about the worst luck you could have. It did use Mean Look. I did hit Sableye. I didn't miss, but I didn't kill it. It used Knockoff, removing my Silk Scarf. So I lost that extra damage for normal moves. And then Logan uses a full restore. Steel Wing misses. So I'm just like, okay, this is all going in his favor right now. I do manage to hit a fly, though, here, and it's a critical hit. Something went in my favor, finally, and Sableye goes down. Next up, we have Cacnea, and it's textbook enough. Just use a fly, take it out. This is his boss Pokemon, the level 63. So I was fortunate that level 63 wasn't, an Aggron or something, just something strong. So the toughest hurdle potentially is out of the way, but I'm out of the woods. I'm actually in the fields, Sunflower, But use a sunny day. I'm like, okay, that, depending on what Logan has, could be scary. Sunlight's bright, great. Let's hope he doesn't have a Groudon or, a Ninetales that has Fire Blast or a Solar Beam. But, yeah, super effective. Go ahead, Sunflower, take a bow. Persian. And Persian's level 59. I was anticipating that Persian would be able to get off the first attack here, and it does, and it has Fake Out. There's a little bit of damage. Not anything too worrisome. But it didn't actually outspeed Pidgey. I was surprised. I always feel like Persian is faster than what I think it is. But yeah, here we go. Return. Easy. So we're in the home stretch here. Almost done. It's in sight. Can we withstand? 2 Pokemon left. Sea King is one of them. And I always wondered why it couldn't have Poison Point as an ability. Some fish can be poisonous, and it has the horn. But yeah, take it out. And the last Pokemon staring us in the face, Pidgeot. Gary normally has one of these. And Pidgeot, of course, is the final evolved form of Pidgey. It's kind of ironic, and it's only fitting. But it's not an issue. Arya is going to rise up against what could be perceived as its alpha. And a return that would have taken it out had I still had my Silph Scarf. Pidgeot has agility. Logan uses full restore to get back to full health. I found that interesting. I thought they only healed if the Pokemon was in the red, but I guess not. Another return, once again, would have been able to take this thing out in one shot, probably if I had Silph Scarf, and I don't. And another full restore here. Logan is just back against the corner, back against the ropes, just trying to give himself a chance here. Trying to believe that he has some hope that a Pidgey wouldn't sweep his whole team. Another full restore. I didn't realize that he had these many full restores. It's probably because I've never actually had enough of a challenge where a battle drug on long enough that he could do it. But we finally did it. We finally, unofficially, because I technically failed the challenge that I meant to start out as, we completed it. And we took care of Logan. And we are now the Pokemon League champion. So you've won. You're the new Pokemon League champion. Grown up so much, it's left with Charmander. Yeah. Right, Oak. You're right. Yeah, Charmander. Of course. You've forgotten to treat your Pokemon with love and respect. Artikus, you understand your victory was not just your own doing? Bonnie share with the Pokemon. I put my Pokemon through hell. Did you not see? I think you're wrong, Oak. You might want this Pidgey back. I think what I've done qualifies as animal abuse. But yeah. Here's the Pokemon Hall of Fame. And I didn't have all the Pokemon that I had brought on the team during this journey in this list here for this Hall of Fame. I kind of wish I'd done it because, I mean, even though they weren't officially in the challenge, they kind of helped at some point in some way or another. But yeah, like I said, I did have my level 100 Pidgey, of course. My first ever level 100. Never even had one in trades or like events or whatever. Then my Chikorita, my Typhoon, and then Eucalyptia. And of course, I don't want to forget Arcanine. I don't want to forget Umbreon. I don't want to forget Kingdra for what little time that they had with me. And I don't even want to forget Aggron. Oh my god. The Aggron line used to be one of my favorites, and now I never want to see one ever again. Like, don't show me. Aron's like one of the cutest Pokemon I think that I've seen. I'm like, forget it. Get away from me. So, but I guess, you know, it was the one thing that gave me like a really hard challenge in this. I mean, had it not been there, I probably would have breezed through this thing pretty easily. And, you know, at the same time, I may have not been as over leveled as I was. But as you see, there's the credits. So that means that this is it. I'm not going to do like the post-game Sevi Islands and Pokemon Challenge again, you know, afterwards. If that's something you want to see in future challenges, let me know and I will do it. But for now, you know, I just wanted to do this like main run. And as far as future Pokemon challenges, I can tell you that the next one, I'm going to be doing the Kanto starters, all 3 of them, and I will be starting with Squirtle. I haven't decided yet if that's going to be FireRed again or if that's going to be Heart Gold, a Gen 2 run, but it will be one of these, a Pokemon Nuzlocke Randomizer without items in battle, only one Pokemon. And then after that, I am planning potentially to do a challenge where it's not just one Pokemon, I have a team, but it's a Nuzlocke Randomizer, no items in battle, and no Pokemon Centers. So yeah, this is not just strictly a Pokemon channel, but it's going to have a lot of Pokemon content. There will be other gaming type videos on here. I'm just having to get all of that done as far as technological stuff. And I shouted out Logan. I gave him a beating in this game, but yeah, he's as I mentioned earlier in the video, he's got a channel called Grab a Gamer. We'll probably be doing collabs in the future, so keep an eye out on that. And yeah, you can probably expect to see stuff from PC, PS5, Switch, and whatever tickles my fancy on here. But I want to thank everybody for watching my first ever Pokemon challenge on here. And I've learned a lot, and yet I've not learned a lot. I have a lot of respect for the PokeTubers that do this. That's what kind of inspired me to do my own challenge. And the hardest part of this was recording all the footage and putting everything together for the video. But yeah, these are really fun. I just kind of did it because, you know, I was inspired and wanted to see if I could get through it with an extra little wrinkle of course, you know, a Nuzlocke Randomizer and no items in battle for just one Pokemon. And I have a lot more respect for Pidgey. I was already sentimental towards it because it, like I said, it was the first ever Pokemon that I caught, you know, in Route 1 in the original Red and Blue many moons ago. But it got through this game, and it held up, I guess, in some ways better than I thought it would, and in some ways worse. But part of that was my own idiocy, just forgetting to put moves on it and such. So, yeah, again, I want to say thanks to everybody for watching as I kind of show off my love for Pokemon. And, you know, it got me through some tough times growing up as a kid. And, of course, I'm sentimental towards it now, even if I don't love everything that Game Freak does. And, yeah, Pokemon will be a staple of the channel. Don't expect me to be an expert or anything. Though I think next time when I do these challenges, I will pay more attention to, like, natures. If I can do something about IVs or EVs, maybe. But I'm a noob when it comes to all that. I just enjoy playing the game. And this challenge is meant to be for anybody that could pick up a game and, you know, just enjoy it for what it is. So, yeah, until next time, guys, thanks for watching. This is Artikus Gaming. Until next time with another video. Peace.